Lots of action today. We are going to get right into it. I am going to be bringing up here the man from Facebook. He spent 11 years heading up market effectiveness at Nielsen. The man knows market research inside out, but then Facebook brought him on board where he is heading up their finance and travel divisions. He is all about Facebook. How into it is he? His 2-year-old knows how to use WhatsApp. Don't forget, an important part of the Facebook empire. Now, she can't type, but she's figured out how to do the voice recording, and she sends her daddy voice recordings every single day. So let's welcome the man from Facebook. Here comes Andy Sue. Andy.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. What Andrew just said was true. My daughter used WhatsApp to talk to me. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back from lunch. I hope you enjoy your lunch networking activities. So I'll talk about fintech in a mobile-first world. And I'll start with the number, 2 billion. This number is relevant to all of you in 2 ways, I would think. First, there are now 2 billion people on Facebook platform that your business can engage with. Second, more importantly, there are more than 2 billion people, precisely actually 2.5 billion people in the world who are not yet a part of our formal financial system. So they don't have a bank or they don't have access to the internet for a bank account. They don't. So I believe there is huge opportunity for Facebook and then the fintech industry to work together to improve this situation. So I lead the client solutions team at Facebook for financial services, serving different clients. Of course, fintech is also one of our verticals as well. So today, I'm very excited to be here. So full house, thanks for coming. And then I'll talk about, maybe give you some inspiration, how Facebook as a social platform might be relevant to all of you in the fintech world. So let's start with Facebook's mission. So for the first decade of the company, our mission has been to give people the power to share and then make the world more open and connected. That was the past 10 years. And then if you are aware, just this year, Mark updated the Facebook's mission for the very first time to this. To give people the power to build community and bring the world closer together. The reason why we change our mission to an upper level is because we feel like we have more responsibility than just connecting the world. Don't get me wrong, connecting the world is a tough job, and then we are still working on it. It's like we are even not yet to see the end already, not yet. But this is even more important, to bring the world closer together, to let people feel a sense of belonging and then make the world better. So this is where we are heading to as an overall company. But interestingly, we also have a mission for financial services industry, and I hope this one resonates with you much more. So it's to increase your efficiency and then your scalability and your profitability in a mobile-first world. Again, I said mobile-first world. It is a very important concept that anything right now we are building on should be considered mobile-first. Any native solution should be built on mobile because mobile is closer to the world already. So what are we doing right now in terms of making sure we achieve our mission overall and for financial services? Right now, as a platform, we sort of think we are making a good start in terms of our platform, building our platform. So right now, we have 2 billion users on Facebook, 1.3 billion for WhatsApp and Messenger. And then one of our fast-growing platforms will be Instagram. Right now, we're talking about 800 million, so on the way to 1 billion users already. And then we're making good start in terms of building a platform, but we know in order to connect the world, in order to bring the world closer together, we have much bigger challenge ahead. That's why last year in FA event, if you are aware of, Mark shared with the world our 10-year roadmap. So the 3-year and 5-year is all about our product, our ecosystem. So it's from Facebook, Instagram, to Messenger, WhatsApp, video, groups, search. All these are our own products. But what we are putting big bets on the long-term one. And these are the ones really can decide whether we can achieve our mission or not. So 3 things: connectivity, AI, and VR, AR. So these are 3 things we put big bets to. Let's talk about connectivity first. This is a map of connected world. This might not be the most updated one, but still you can see there are around 2/3 of the world population not yet connected to internet at all. So imagine this will be a huge challenge for Facebook to achieve the mission of connecting the world. That's why Facebook formed a special division called internet.org. And then we put a lot of different efforts try to help the 2/3 of the world to be connected. So when we have the solar-powered plane, you just saw a video. It's called Aquila. It has the wingspan of a Boeing 747, but the weight, the mass is only a Toyota Prius. So it's pretty lightweighted. And then that makes it fly in the air for 3 months without any energy and then without falling down. So this is something we do, very cool. But we also do something like beam the internet from the satellite. You probably saw some news last year. And beside that, that is building connectivity. But there are around 1 billion people in the world. They do have internet access. I mean, it's accessible to them, but it's not affordable. So we build 3 basics to them that in this app, even they don't have a data plan, they can still access the information like health, education, job, medical, local information, any news, and of course, Facebook family of apps. So they will be able to be connected to the world in a certain way in 65 countries already. So these are what we can do at the global level. And at local level, we cooperate with different local entrepreneurs to build up express Wi-Fi. And we also connect with those local telecom companies in order to build the local telecom infrastructure. So these are the things to help us to connect the world. And remember, once the world can be connected, every one of us sitting here as a fintech company are beneficial. You can benefit from this kind of connection already. So this is one thing we do in the very long term. But the other thing, talking about bring the world closer together. How do you bring the world closer together? We're not making big bets on AR and VR. Many of you would know we acquired Oculus earlier. And then the reason why we acquired Oculus is because we believe AR and VR is the next computing platform that we should focus on. And then because of this, we also own the hardware and software at this particular moment. But imagine if the hardware can be unanimous, everyone has access to AR, then our company would be maybe more focused on softwares. For example, if you have ever heard Facebook Spaces, it was launched last year and then put you in the social environment in a VR world. I have a video to show you to help you to visualize what it looks like if you are in the VR world, but in a social scenario. Can you turn on the volume?
Hey, sis.
Hey, Jack. Are you all excited for our trip?
Yeah, and look what I found.
This is so cool. Is this the same spot we're going to?
I hope so. And look, I think that's where we're taking the boat tour.
Oh, I love it. Look, I'm going to go chat with Melissa, but you're setting up the party room, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Great. See you later, Jack.
All right, see you later.
Bye. Hey, girl. Guess what?
What?
I got the apartment.
Wow, nice. Look at your balcony.
I know, it's amazing. No roommates. I have it all planned out. The lucky blue couch.
Yes.
This table with this floor.
Perfect. Jack keeps calling me. Can we talk later?
Sure.
Bye.
Surprise!
Happy birthday!
Thanks, you guys.
Happy
No, Scott, don't I don't like the song.
Okay, hold this balloon. You know we gotta do it. Birthday selfie.
Oh my god.
Don't forget your birthday hat.
That's a good one. Hey! Look at my birthday hat.
So cute.
Facebook Spaces. Pretty cool, right? Selfie in the VR world. So this is VR for consumer, but what about VR for business, like all of you? VR for business to us is in a very early stage, but imagination is all yours. In this year's Oculus Connect 4 event, Audi announced their VR showroom, where people can actually walk around to check the car and actually configure the car interior and exterior design before they make the purchase. So imagine some of you might think about this. So if you are doing loan business, if you can incorporate this loan process into the whole VR experience, it will become so organic that people really come to you after their VR experience with this kind of VR showroom from Audi. So imagination is all yours, but it's still very early stage to think about this. The third big bet, we're talking about AI, and AI I know is it's a hot topic, but it's nothing new. And a lot of people are talking about, I think every industry sort of talking about they are leveraging AI. But at Facebook, we are very particular about how we use AI and why we use AI. The only reason why we use AI is to help us to achieve our mission, right? Connect the world, bring the world closer together. So in this example, we put a lot of efforts on asking machine, helping machine to learn what are the objects in a photo, in a video, and then what is the context of the photo, the image. The reason why we train machine to understand this is because when the machine understands more about the content people like, people consume, the more we can service the relevant content for you as a user. And then the more we can service in the relevant business products to our user as well. So that's why we are focusing on teaching machine about the objects. This is one field. The other field may be even more relevant to you and familiar with you guys will be this. So this is an internal version of digital assistant we call M. What M does is to be your digital assistant, right? So you can ask the questions, but initially this will be responded by human. And as you know, AI technologies, machines start to pick up the response. It's just like autonomous car, where one machine learn, all the system learn as well. So it sounds very familiar. It's similar to what will be some of the speaker we're talking about later this afternoon. Is the chatbot, the messenger bot kind of application. So talking about this, let's zoom into this very short-term thing, chatbot. Chatbot is actually here from our perspective to help you to increase efficiency and scalability. It's just like ATM for branches, or like IVR for call center, or differentiation for email. Nowadays, it's a mobile world. So it's about apps, and then it's about bot. So this is how we think about bot can help your business to scale. And today, a lot of businesses already start to use chatbot. Many of you might already start to think about it or already developing that. And then there are 4 major application areas I want to share with you today. It already exists, and I bring some examples. The first one is about building awareness. So building awareness, I have 3 examples here, but due to time constraint, I'll share with you one very successful example in terms of building awareness. This one is Call of Duty. It's a famous game, right? So it used messenger bot to engage with their hardcore players. And then in the messenger bot, you will talk to the bot, and then the bot will give you a task. And then you need to go back to the game to complete the task. And once you complete the task, you got some codes, and then come back to the messenger bot to talk to the bot again, and then the bot just give you different tasks. In the end of the task, you will get a unique code to unlock exclusive offerings from the company. So it was a huge success to raise up the awareness of the product and the bot itself. 6 million messages sent in one day, the first 24 hours. So very huge success for this kind of bot to engage and then to raise up awareness. The second application is about acquiring customers. So it's real customer. I'll talk about the Mercedes-Benz one. It's not something special in terms of the concept, but it's actually working quite well. It's about booking test drive. They utilize this chatbot and then to firstly ask a bunch of questions about your driving behavior. And then from there, the machine will be able to recommend you an ideal car that you might be looking for from the Mercedes-Benz family. So they ask about when you want to drive the car. It's every day, and then how many family members you have for the car. And then in the end, maybe pausing for like 3 seconds, it gives you the car. And then once it gives you a car, it's actually pushing that next action. It's about booking test drive, right? So the experience can be so smooth that you don't have to talk to any agent. You just choose the car here and then book the test drive. And if you have any future question, you can always come back to this messenger platform. And you will never forget about the URL because it's in your messenger. So other examples from cosmetics as well, they are using this for in-store reservations, similar idea. I won't go through that again. So it's been across different industry. This is second application, talking about acquiring customers. Now, the third one is enable purchase, and this example is one of my favorite, Snap Travel. Snap Travel is a very unique, I would say, OTA company where you can only book through SMS or Messenger. So if you go to their mobile site, you must click to say send messages, either through SMS or through Messenger. And then through Messenger, you can see they reported a 32% increase in terms of the response, in terms of the completion of the booking compared to SMS traditional. In the traditional SMS, it's still automatic, right? You answer a question and then the SMS sent back to you. But it's not so immediate as well. So this experience is very seamless. It links to their backend, and then when they purchase, once they purchase in their backend, they link back to the Messenger bot platform. So everything will be done in the Messenger bot, and whenever you have a question about this order, remember, go back to Messenger bot. So it's seamless, very seamless experience in terms of making a booking. It's like one-to-one, but in a virtual world. It's not like when you go to a desktop site and then key in the area, key in the destination, and then select the dates. It's more like, I tell you the date, I tell you the area, and then you ask me the date, and then I tell you the date, and then you ask me how many people. It's like one-to-one, very intimate experience. So Tommy Hilfiger as well, they use Messenger bot surprisingly for the online shopping experience as well. So the last one, is also quite relevant to many of you here. Switch is a product offering from XR. It's more for younger generation. So when they first launched this product, they actually added another customer service channel, customer service platform, which is Messenger. So with this platform, when they go to the M site, they can click to the Messenger, and then according to XR itself, it's actually reduced the time by 95%, the response by 95%, and then the customer satisfaction increased to 80%. So very successful as a supplement to your existing way of engaging with customer. And then the last one is also very, very interesting. It's global telecom company. And then it uses it to not replace, sort of like increase the efficiency of their hotline. So in this Messenger bot, as you can see, they will ask you that I want to ask them about my plan. And then they will ask me whether I'm the user of this Facebook account. And then somehow they will be able to show me my plan as well. And then I can ask more detail about my plan. So from this example, they are reporting an efficiency of employee efficiency by 3.5 times. And then reduce the call from call center by 50%. So very, very good success in terms of increasing efficiency through this kind of mobile platform, Messenger. So with this, all different examples, actually we are talking about building bots from the very left-hand side, very basic version of bots, to the very right-hand side, advanced version. You have the live messaging, you have the automation, and you build in AI as well. So you can build very simple one, but you can build very complicated one. It's all available nowadays. And talking about if you have an awesome bot, what do? You need to promote it. You need to let people know and let people use it. So nowadays, there are organic way of letting people know about Messenger bot. You have different plugins. Wherever you want to plug in the internet, you have the links, and then you have the QR code scan in the offline world. People can try to engage with your Messenger. And of course, you have the ads way, which we just launched earlier this year to start to drive traffic to your Messenger if you have a Messenger bot. It's similar to a normal ads. If you use Facebook, you will see a lot of this kind of sponsor ads, and there's always a call to action button. When you click, actually, it drives you directly to the bot, and then the bot starts to talk to you, right? So it's very immediate. It's very real time. Imagine traditionally, if you have an interest on a particular product, and then you click, and then you wait until the page to load, and then you want to understand more product, you need to call people. Now, it's very real time. You can directly talk to the bot, which will increase the success of your deal. So this kind of service is already available. Some of our advertisers have been using. But even more powerful is connect your database with Facebook database in a safe way, of course, in a hashed way. that we will be able to identify who are your customers on Facebook, and then you will be able to talk to your customer through Facebook platform, through Instagram platform, and then you can use Messenger bot to serve them in certain way that you want. And then even more, if we know who are your core customer, and how we help you to scale is through lookalike technology, where we can find the audience which is very similar to your existing customer, but not yet your customer. That is a way to scale up your business instead of just staying within your own customer pool. So these are different ways that we are thinking about applicable to the fintech world nowadays in the near term. In the long term, when we talk about AR, you can think about that, AR, VR even more, and then the connectivity. I want to leave a last thought, this last slide, about mobile first. So if you consider your company a platform, and a retail bank typically has a ratio of 250 customer per employee. Now, as a mobile-first platform like Facebook, we have 100,000 people per employee. While we don't believe there's possibility to scale from 250 to 100,000, but definitely there's a huge opportunity, significant room to improve your scalability by being a mobile-first company. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Andy. Great job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man from Facebook, thank you very much.